Hello and welcome to the Profitable PR Show. It is Wednesday, 12 o'clock, and it's time to shine. It's time to help you to become really visible so that you can be seen everywhere and be seen in publications that you'd love to be seen in. And if you think, oh my goodness, it's not for you, oh my goodness, I'm too embarrassed, I haven't got the self-confidence. I literally had somebody the other day, a client of mine, did something quite shocking. I don't want to do it on camera because you might think I'm being rude to you, but she flipped me the birdie. She literally went, okay, I won't do that. Oh, there you go, the pen makes, yeah, she flipped me the birdie. And I said, wow. And the reason why she did it is because she said, I'm just feeling so confident now. Working with you has brought out all my confidence and I don't give a shit about what they think. You know, I'm guiding her and helping her to articulate herself. And it's brilliant. And I love it when I work with clients who are just thinking, I would really like to get known everywhere, or I'd love to pitch to the press, I'd love to be seen in Forbes, or I'd love to have a feature written about me in Red magazine or Fabulous or wherever it is. And they just don't know how to do it. They don't know how to go about it because maybe they have tried quite a few times pitching to the press. Your current channels of marketing may not be working. You might be spending so much money on Facebook ads, they're just bombing. Google ads just aren't working. You're working your butt off, talking in lots of different Facebook groups, but nothing is hitting. The minute you get into the press, a lot can happen, a lot can change, and you get seen and spotted by multiple people, not only people beyond your audience, but you get spotted beyond that journalist who's written about you because other journalists are constantly scouring the press. So basically, it's a no-brainer. So if you want to work with me and flip me the birdie, I'd be really happy if you did that. Now, this title today is Leopard, Leopard Everywhere. Okay, why? Because I think if you're watching this and you know me already, you know that I'm pretty damn addicted to leopard print. A very good friend of mine yesterday saw a call out in a Facebook group called Feature Me! ! Sorry, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. But if you want to get featured, pop along to that. Pop along there. But if you want to get featured and you're in one of those groups, there's another massive group. I often hear that people are constantly pitching, but they kind of get a bit green-eyed and envious of other people who are kind of like teachers' pets and they're getting featured all the time. What's their secret sauce? There's loads of journalists in these groups, but yet they're not getting picked up. So how do you go about getting picked up by the press? This is what you do. You need to find out something about you that makes you stand out from the crowd of all the other people. When they're asking for an expert on mental health, and you'll go, I'm an expert in mental health, and it's like, okay, but what is your point of difference to all of those other people who are pitching? What makes you slightly quirky and slightly more interesting to the journalist who's literally going through? Now, number one is you need to get your heading right. You've got to have an impactful heading when you're sending off your email pitch. But if you've managed to get past that one hump, then they're reading about you. They need something there which is going to go, wow, human interest story. What is it about you that makes you stand out? So I was tagged yesterday by the lovely Nikki Chisholm. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you, Match. That's her nickname. And the call out was, are there any people here in this group who love leopard print? And oh my God, I am all over the stuff. Look, I've got 1, 2. I bought this in a vintage shop on Tottenham Court Road. This was a gift from somebody. I've even got a leopard print fan. I've even got a leopard print glasses case. Anyway, so I pitched to the journalist, and a massive tip to you if you're watching and you need a bit of a tip is to potentially put an emoji in your email heading. It needs to be very eye-catchy. Now, I'm taking that tip from a journalist, an editor who I interviewed the other day. And she's, we did a training session, and she said, slip in an emoji because that's going to make you stand out from the crowd. Anywho, so I put in my leopard emoji when I was pitching to her. And I said, since my divorce, I am now addicted to leopard print. So already since my divorce, that's like human interest element story, isn't it? You're kind of like, a bit of, sharing a bit of your backstory, because you know, if I just came across as just being highly polished and perfect, I was criticised once for being thus, but I've never ever thought of myself being perfect ever, because I'm not a perfectionist. But if you kind of come across always just super glossy and, you know, and everything's fine in your life, maybe you can't have such a strong connection. So I instantly said, since my divorce, I have, you know, I'm never knowingly seen without Leopard, basically. Oh, and I also said that I walked 7 kilometers in the queue to go and see the Queen lying in state. I literally wore leopard print slippers to do that, because I went there and I was wearing some boots, because I thought I don't want to wear trainers because we were going to be standing all, you know, during the night, and I might have got cold ankles. So I put on my my leather boots. They're so uncomfortable. Oh my God, I had to remove them. Thank God I had in my bag my leopard print slippers. So I even walked to the Queen in leopard print slippers. So that's probably going to be like, that could be a heading for a story one day. Anyway, so I sent that off, and I've just had an interview this morning with a journalist and to talk about it. And they're going to see whether I'm going to be a right fit for the story. I bloody hope so, because it's, you know, if it's anything to do with leopard print, I'm all over it. So my question to you is, so basically my leopard print is what I call a golden nugget. It's something which makes me stand out of the crowd, all the other PR experts or marketing experts or whatever. That's something which is a bit more quirky. I've also got another golden nugget, which is I'm an open water or a wild water swimmer. So I got into the press recently about that. I used to play national lacrosse. Not everyone's heard about that sport, but hey ho, it's a claim to fame. I speak fluent Spanish. So what is it about you that makes you unique? Let's say you're a brand expert. Let's say you're a story writing expert. You know, what is it about you that makes you different from all the other people out there who do just what you do? Okay. And that is what's going to make you connect more closely and strongly with the journalist that you're pitching to. Because the journalist, yeah, you need to get over the hump of the journalist opening your email. That's hump number 1. Hump number 2, you've got to speak to them. And then you got to tell them your story and say a bit about yourself to make yourself more different. Hump number 3, now I'm at this hump is they then need to go and speak to their editor to see if you'd be a right fit for the publication. Now, the publication has already featured me, I reckon about a year ago. So it may not work out because they may think, oh, she's already been in it. I hope I can get in it. So that is, I actually teach that in my masterclasses, the press hook journey. So you think about the audience, you think about your pitch, your reason why you're pitching. Is it relevant? Is it newsworthy? And then, you know, the journey is you speak to the journalist speaks to the team, they pitch you to the team, cross your fingers, hopefully they say yes. And then the final hook on your press hook journey is actually you are being communicated to their audience of readers, viewers, or listeners. So what is your golden nugget? Put it in the comments below. Let's share golden nuggets, okay? So I'm going to recap my golden nuggets. Here we go. Leopard print is everywhere in my life. Okay, so I'm a leopard print addict. I speak fluent Spanish, brought up the kids bilingually, played England lacrosse. So I was really proud of the England Lionesses. I can't claim I'm a lioness, but hey ho. And also I'm a cold water swimmer or a wild water swimmer. So what is your golden nugget? Now, it doesn't have to be sporty or anything like that. It could be because you met somebody, you might have had a really interesting job and you left it. What is it about you that, you know, if you're going to ask somebody to describe you, what would you say the most interesting point about you is? They would say that. So that is something I'd like you to reply down below, and let's see. Now, if you need any help digging out your golden nuggets, because I'm quite good at doing that, because people fill out my forms and they said, my God, filling out the form made me realize something about which I hadn't even thought about, and it's really interesting. So get in touch with me. We can book a call, and you go to amandapr.com/apply, and I can see how I can help you rise and shine above everybody else so that you can be seen everywhere. How good would that be? So let's do it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in leopard print next time.